We've all had that one magical moment when motivation hits us out of nowhere. You're lying in bed at 2 a.m. watching a motivational video on YouTube, maybe with dramatic music and a guy yelling, "You have to want it as bad as you want to breathe." And suddenly you're like, yeah, tomorrow I'm waking up at 5 a.m., going for a run, eating oatmeal, reading 5 books, and becoming the best version of myself. Then tomorrow comes. And somehow your best version of yourself just hits snooze 6 times and scrolls TikTok for breakfast. Sound familiar? Yeah, motivation didn't save you. Chapter 1: What Motivation Really Is. Motivation feels powerful, that rush of energy that makes you want to do something. But here's the thing: motivation is emotion based, and emotions are inconsistent. According to psychologist Dr. B.J. Fogg from Stanford, motivation is like a wave. It rises and falls depending on your mood, your environment, your sleep, your stress, even your weather. That's why sometimes you feel like a productivity machine. And other times you can't even convince yourself to pick up your phone charger that fell 2 feet away. So if motivation is like the battery on your phone, always draining, you need something else that keeps you going, even when the battery's low. Chapter 2: The Problem with Relying on Motivation. Let's use an example. Say you want to get fit. You're pumped. You've got new shoes, new playlist, and you even post day one on your Instagram story. But week two hits. No one's watching your story anymore. Your arms hurt. The gym smells weird. And suddenly your motivation's like, I'm out. This is the trap. We mistake motivation for commitment. Motivation gets you started, but it doesn't keep you consistent. Real change comes from something less sexy, less exciting, but way more reliable: systems, habits, and discipline. Chapter 3: What Actually Works. Systems over motivation. Your system, your environment, routines, and habits is what decides your success. Not your mood, not your motivation. For example, you want to read more? Put your book on your pillow so you see it before bed. You want to eat healthy? Don't buy junk food and then try to resist it. Just don't let it enter your house. You want to wake up early? Put your alarm on the other side of the room. Each of these is a system that removes friction. Motivation says, I'll do it when I feel like it. Systems say, I'll do it because it's automatic. And that's the secret. Make productivity easier than procrastination. Chapter 4: The Science Behind It. Let's bring in some brain science for credibility. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for planning and decision making, gets tired easily. That's why relying on willpower all day doesn't work. Every decision you make drains that mental energy, what psychologists call decision fatigue. So if you wake up and spend 30 minutes deciding what to do, when to do it, and how to start, you've already lost a chunk of brain power. When you have systems, fixed times, triggers, routines, you reduce decisions, and when you reduce decisions, you reduce resistance. That's how you stay productive without relying on feelings. Chapter 5: When Motivation is Still Useful. Now, I'm not saying motivation is useless. It's great for getting started. Think of it as a spark. It gives you direction, emotion, and vision. But don't confuse it with fuel. The fuel is your discipline, doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Motivation is the wind. Discipline is the engine. If you only move when the wind blows, you'll stay stuck half the time. So, to sum it up, motivation might get you started, but systems, habits, and discipline keep you going. Next time you wait for motivation to hit, remember, you don't need to feel ready to start. You just need to start, and the feelings will follow. And if this hit you right in your I'll start tomorrow mindset, don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe start that thing you've been avoiding right after this video.